we've really yet to see that #1 pick type performance out of Trevor Lawrence. Caprea was asked afterwards if this type of performance can have a positive impact moving forward. His response, I hope so, but I do think we're now a more confident group. Look, they're already cleaning up the court, ripping it up for a Solar Bears game tomorrow night, which is good because I don't think anyone really wants a memory of this game anymore. Again, this is the first 18 holes that Spieth has played here at Bay Hill. Not a bad day, 2 under for the round. He's a couple strokes off the lead right now. And there was a little extra juice, as you mentioned, in the second period. There was that run at Andre Vasilevsky. You were at camp this morning. Trevor in the first team offense got a lot of run. How would you evaluate what you saw? If I would have talked to you before the season and said, this is where you're going to be in September and this is what you're going to be playing for, you would have told me what?
I was signed for that one.
So I've been trying to learn dad jokes every day.
Okay, here I got one. What did the duck say to the bartender?
What do you say?
Put it on my bill. Vacation for me and my horrifically cheap sunglasses is about to come to an end. Good news. Spectrum Sports 360? Yeah, starts now.
What's your biggest takeaway from this season? Don't hang your head. We both had the same number.
Marissa, bring it in. We're going to break it down. All right. Cancun on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cancun! Off season's here. That's the most important thing. That's not meant to be smart. It just needed to get here for this team. It doesn't mean that this was a waste of a season. They did what they wanted to accomplish, and they did what most of us expected. They were one of the worst teams in the league record-wise. But like you said, there were things that were accomplished. Mainly they identified and established winning players moving forward. The two that come to mind, Wendell Carter Jr., Franz Wagner. You mentioned Markelle Fultz's return, which boosted this lineup. He has a ton of momentum going into this offseason. But all of this, the reason we're talking about a rebuild was from the trade deadline last year, and then especially when Jamal Mosley was hired in mid-July. When he came in on that first day, all he talked about was building a foundation, setting up a culture, building winning habits daily. He didn't want to get into specifics throughout this entire season, but now that it has come to the end of the road, we asked, what were the winning habits that you saw? And it's pretty clear.
We've talked about all year the spirit of these young men. You know, no matter what's happening, hey, we're in the middle of this losing streak, or you won 2, and it's like the energy and the atmosphere of our fans, who are fantastic, and our young group has been fantastic, no matter what's going on. And that's a testament to them and our coaching staff and what they've accomplished.
I think one of the most important things, too, Wendell Carter added to that going into this offseason. We said, what's the next step in the process for this team? He said, accountability. We can no longer rely on the coaches to tell us what we have to do. We are so close. We believe in each other. It is up to us to hold each other accountable and be able to take this next step together, Marissa. Every single one of us is going to take a certain path in our lifetime.
It's like I'm being with a bunch of best friends that can all relate to what I'm going through and not feel isolated in a world where people don't quite understand. So I appreciate it, and I'm going to do my best.
Kevin Green may be on the one that's less traveled. Still, he knows exactly where he's going.
You know, when you get injured like that, you feel so isolated. So to be able to show that I can still be physically fit, I can still adapt to my environment, I mean, it's amazing, awesome.
See, you can get a really great view of his story from the front seat of his recumbent bike. Or you can walk a mile on his prosthetic left leg.
When I go to the beach, it's frustrating because, you know, I miss having my 10 toes in the sand.
In 2012, Kevin enlisted in the Air Force Reserves and quickly found himself on the fast track to success. 2014, everything came to a halt.
I was waiting at a stop right on Post Road, waiting for the light to turn green, and I look to my right, I look to my left, I wake up and I'm in the hospital.
Kevin, on his motorcycle, was hit and pinned by another car. As a result, doctors amputated his left ankle.
What is my purpose? And that was the battle I had with myself, like finding and understanding my purpose on what I should do in life. And during that time in the hospital, I felt like I had none.
But no doubt he had support from his family and his players on the basketball team over at Palm Bay High. Once again, he found his strength and a new path.
Life is not easy all the time, but hey, if you just wait that one more second or that couple more days, like, you can power through it. It's great to have that camaraderie. It's great to have that showmanship because we all going through our own journey of our recovery in some way.
Kevin Green may have had his path rerouted, didn't mean his destination changed.
And Kevin Green was a great teammate, partner, friend, because he cared about everybody around him.
At the wide world of sports, Luke Hetrick, Spectrum Sports 360.